Hey guys, I hope you all are having a great week so far. I'm sorry that this Huddle video is getting to you a little bit late. We have just had an awesome weekend with our movie night, and so I'm sorry about that, but our movie night was a huge win. We had an amazing turnout. We think there was probably maybe 400 people there, probably the most that we've had, but it's not the amount of people that we celebrate, but we do celebrate the stories of one at a time. And we got to meet a couple families that were new, that were checking it out, that were invited by someone. And then somebody told me that some of the kids in their daughter's class at school showed up, and they are not involved at a church anywhere. And so those are some wins that we had from our movie night. And if you guys have any wins, if you were there or you served at it, we would love to hear those. If you want to comment them below on here, we would love to hear that. And also another win, as we've just been in this one at a time series, I'm able to walk through the hallway and kind of hear you guys when you're in your small groups and the discussions that you're having when you're doing the activities. And it is so impactful when you share your story and when you share your experiences with the kids in your small group. For example, I heard several of you guys on the week where we were talking about one day at a time and spending time with God. I heard you all telling stories or telling how you spend time with God through the week and the plans that you use, and with the one decision at a time, talking about your faith journey and the moments that have led you to hearing your story is so impactful. And it's so important when you take a little time to even come prepared with a story or looking over the lesson and finding ways where you can relate to the kids like that. That was a win, hearing that. And this past weekend with the Starburst activity, when we were talking about just giving generously, I heard a lot of great feedback that you all were able to have good discussions with your class. And I talked to some 5th grade leaders, and they were just sharing how it was just really an activity that kind of exposed their hearts and allowed for some discussion of why they chose that, why it was hard, because it was such a tangible thing. Like that Starburst was their economy, representing like money and something that was kind of important to them at the time. So I just loved hearing that feedback from you guys. And if you guys ever have any feedback or suggestions, or even just wins like that, I would just love to hear it. That's what it's all about. And so this upcoming weekend is one interruption at a time. And so we're kind of looking at Jesus' ministry, and basically all throughout Scripture, Jesus is interrupted, and not that he gets angry or frustrated or walks away from interruptions, but he engages in it and he responds. And so that's what we're talking about this weekend. And one thing that we're going to use as kind of a visual is 3D glasses for the kids. So we're doing this for kindergarten through 5th, so all the grades are going to get 3D glasses that they can decorate and take home with them. But I wanted to tell you guys to bring those 3D glasses with you to chapel. You as the leader just hang on to them, and whoever's leading chapel during that time will let you know when to pass them out to the kids in chapel. So don't have them carry them to chapel, because they'll be messing with them and not paying attention if we do that. So just hanging on to them and then passing it to them when it's time. But we're using those 3D glasses as a way to just talk about seeing people like Jesus does. So kind of pretending those are our opportunity glasses. Instead of seeing things as an interruption, we see them as opportunities, as a chance to love people. And so that's what we're doing with the glasses. And there is also a take-home paper that's going to go with that. It just says "at home" at the top. If you would give that to every parent and kind of just tell them a little bit about what the kids did with those glasses, so they know. And on the back it tells them what the glasses mean, and just the challenge for the week is to pray that they would see ways to love people that week. And so that's kind of the connection with that. And as I was preparing for this weekend, and it's about interruptions, I opened to the passage that we were going to be talking about, and in my Bible I had written be interruptible. And it was just kind of crazy that I had written that in my Bible on the passage for this weekend about interruptions. And I think it's just a good reminder for all of us as we teach that Jesus allowed himself to be interrupted. And there's a lot of things in our life that we can view as interruptions or distractions from the things that we want to be focused on, or the things that we think are good or that we should be doing. And Jesus calls us to respond and to love people. And so this week, God definitely tested me in that. There were so many things this week that I just felt like were interruptions. And it's like, I have this, thing that I need to get done. But people are what matter, and our kids and our families matter. And so just that can be a reminder to you to allow yourself to be interruptible. And then one last reminder is Ruckus is coming up on February 28th. We just now told the kids about it last weekend. If you would like to help or serve, we will need you. So especially if you're a 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade leader, because it's going to be 3rd through 5th, it would be great for the kids to be able to be there with their small group leaders. So if you want to help with that, just shoot me a text or an email and let me know, and I'll be giving you guys some more information as it gets closer. So I will see you guys tomorrow.